Hey YouTube, so I'm back again. Here to give you my Black Panther review part two. Um, first and foremost, I did go and cop these major keys right here. These are major keys to success right here. These are the Funko Pops for Black Panther. So I got the Shuri, of course, looking mighty, mighty warrior right there. And then I got the Black Panther, of course, gotta have that. Got the little mustache and everything, looking all good for a Funko Pop, I guess. And then I got the Nakia. Pretty cool. She doesn't have I don't know what they're exactly called, but she doesn't have the little circle weapons that she uses, which would have been really cool. But she still looks pretty cool in her African attire. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. So there's that. You can't really see it. There you go. They didn't have the Okoye at GameStop, but I was looking for it. But I got what they had. So yeah, those are pretty cool. Side note, I heard they were also coming out with Coming to America Funko Pops, which I'm definitely going to cop. So anyway, so let's get started. First off, I went to see the movie again. So I've seen it 3 times now, and I've caught different little things every time I go to see it. I think that overall it's still a great movie, but I did catch some stuff that was kind of like, oh, that should have been different, you know? But I still think it's worth all the money that it's making. Like, I'm surprised that, well, I'm not really surprised, but it's amazing that it's actually about to do $1 billion, like just one movie by itself. And I think that that's a testament to, you know, letting black directors direct and just put together a good black movie. Like, and I won't say it's a black movie, but it is a black movie. I won't say that per se. I would say just putting together their own idea of what, you know, black putting together their own idea of what black film should look like. So start with the opening scene. So it took me to the second time to realize that the first scene wasn't T'Challa and T'Chaka talking. And I was like, wow. Like, it really hit me. And then I realized that it was N'Jobu and Eric, or Killmonger, talking. So that was pretty cool. So the opening scene, you know, they come into Oakland, and Killmonger's outside playing as a little boy, and his dad's in the house, you know, plotting on some kind of radical idea. And then the Warriors come, and, you know, Zuri is there, but he's playing James, an undercover spy for N'Jobu, who's Prince or King T'Chaka's brother. So the Warriors show up, the Dora Milaje. They show up at the door, and so they, you know, put everything away. Then King T'Chaka shows up, and he's just talking about, you know, how bad it's been in Wakanda, and it's good to see him, and he's in good health and all this other stuff. So he's just acting like he's trying to catch up. He's really trying to get to the point of, okay, what have you been doing? Because I know that you've been up to no good, especially because I have a spy here who's probably told me that you've been up to no good. So he's like, yeah, some of our vibranium was stolen, blah, blah, blah. And then, you know, come to find out, you know, Zuri, you know, presents himself as Zuri, and he shows his Wakanda lip tat, and he's like, oh, you were playing me, blah, blah, blah. But basically, N'Jobu was helping Claw. He helped Claw to get the vibranium that he did get, which was a betrayal to Wakanda and to, you know, all his fellow people. And my only problem with this scene is, I guess when you come to find out towards the end that, you know, they left the child, you know, he killed his brother with his Black Panther suit with the claw to protect Zuri. And then they left the child, and then they said that he disappeared. That is my biggest problem, because I'm like, if you're the king, T'Chaka, why go and lie about what happened? Why don't you just tell the people, well, yeah, I went to go see him, come to find out he was helping Claw, and he tried to kill Zuri, so I had to stab him. I had to get rid of him. And, like, what are they going to say? No, he wasn't. You got a witness. You got Zuri. So, I mean, that's all you really need. But instead, they go along with this elaborate lie that leaves a child hurt and to find his father killed, and that just, it was they brought on their own destruction with that whole lie. So that was my only major, dislike of that scene. But fast forward, you get to see T'Challa and Okoye going to get Nakia, so he can bring her back for the challenge day. I thought that scene was very cute. She told him don't freeze. He froze. He got Nakia. It was our first chance at seeing Black Panther in action, and he did a great job. Like the combat in that scene, like it was so dark at first you really couldn't tell, but after I saw it 3 times, I'm like, wow, this is like amazing. So his combat in that scene was probably some of the best combat that I've seen from a superhero. And I'm not just saying that because I'm hype on the movie. I'm just saying that because it's just true. So that was pretty cool. And then, so they get back to Wakanda, and you see it, and it's beautiful. The scenery when you first see it before they go into the, I guess, mystical cloud thing that covers Wakanda, is very beautiful. It's very authentic looking. And it's surprising though because they didn't shoot any of that in Africa. I read that they filmed it all in Georgia. Okay, so my other computer was acting crazy. So anyway, back to what I was saying. They really filmed everything in Georgia, which was pretty cool to find out. Yeah, so challenge day comes and nobody wants to challenge T'Challa. All the tribes just say, we're not going to challenge today. And then, of course, the famous scene where M'Baku and the Jabari tribe show up. And he's like, what are you doing here, M'Baku? And he's like, it's challenge day. I'm like, how do you know it's challenge day? Who called you? Who walked over to you, walked up the mountains and said, M'Baku, challenge day is tomorrow. You better get there. And that just blew me. And then on top of that, how so the challenge goes on, and at the end, of course, T'Challa chooses to let M'Baku live, Think Daddy M'Baku. So he chooses to let him live, and that was a great decision on his part because it came back full circle. Anyway, my whole thing is, okay, so the first challenge scene was great. The scenery, the choreography of the fight, all that was great. I enjoyed that thoroughly. It's just that if they choose to, every time they have a challenge, they have the Black Panther drink that whatever it is. I don't think it's from the heart-shaped herb because heart-shaped herb gives you strength. I don't think it takes it away. But I don't know. And if they choose to let the Black Panther drink that every time there's a challenge, right? So that means they have a stock of it somewhere. Seems pretty dangerous to keep the one thing that could take the powers of the Black Panther away around. I don't know really how that works, but it seems like something I wouldn't want to have around if I was the Black Panther. Any villain or anybody feeling jealous could just go ahead and dip it in your drink real quick, and now you don't have any powers. You're not the Black Panther. Also, I guess it's the same way with the heart-shaped herb. Anybody could drink it. I mean, of course, you would think the spiritual advisors or whoever they are would not drink it, but anybody could drink it and get the powers of the Black Panther. But irregardless, yeah, so that just kind of, why would they have that laying around? I don't know. Then comes Wakabi. Wakabi is a typical BAN. You may know what I'm talking about. You may not know what I'm talking about. But just think about it. So apparently Claw killed his parents. And I understand that leaves you hurt in some kind of way, shape, or form. But why take it out on T'Challa? Like, just because T'Challa can bring him back on the very first mission he ever has as king? Like, give him a chance to, keep going before you turn your complete back on him. But that just goes to show that he ain't that loyal. So I would keep my eyes open for Wakabi. Also, I would have liked to have seen more scenes between Wakabi and Okoye. More love scenes, more just behind the scenes of, I don't know, just besides him fighting or her fighting. And I just would have liked to see them dialogue more. So anyway, so the scene in Korea, that's one of my favorite scenes just because it's like show off Black Panther. It like gives him the opportunity to show everything that he can do. So like they go to Busan and they're in this I guess low key selling illegal selling gambling place, and you know they try to catch Claw. It doesn't go the way they planned it, and the scene where Okoye is made and she like snatches her wig off and like goes ham, like that is my favorite. Well, it's not my favorite scene. It's one of my favorite scenes, but it's my favorite scene of Okoye, like by herself, and like just the way she was fighting and the combat she has is just awesome. Like when she had the spear and she went all the way around her head and she was chopping them up, I was like, "You go, Okoye, you go, girl." But yeah, so I really enjoyed that scene. And then when they go outside for the car chase, and then Shuri activates the remote. Uh, what is it? The remote piloting system for the car. That is the coolest tech of any superhero movie I've ever seen. It's kind of it resembles the tech from the Batmobile, or I don't know what it's called in Batman, but the you know he has something like that, but it's not as cool as this. Um, so I thought that was really cool. And then of course the scene where she thinks she isn't gonna make it, and he like brings out his claws and like grabs the ground and the car flips up. That was cool. The first time I seen it, the first time I saw that part, everybody in the audience of the theater was like, "Oh my god, wow!" Because it was literally one of those moments. Like it was just awesome to see, and they just put it together. The design of it was just great. So, but my only thing about that, so after the car chase, they get Claw, and T'Challa decides not to kill him because you know everybody's watching, but they take him back to some jail. I have a problem with that. Why would you take him back to the jail? T'Challa should have just said, "Okay, we're not gonna kill you right here, but I'm gonna take you and we going to Wakanda. So bye, Ross, Okoye, everybody with me on one. Let's go." Like you had nothing but full power to do that, and you let yourself take him to, or you let Ross take him to whatever this prison is and get busted out. So of course he got busted out. Killmonger and the little crew came, and you know they just ruined the whole situation. Ross got shot. They took him back to Wakanda, and Shuri's like, she was like, "You scared me, colonizer." That's like so funny. And then like the scene where after that she was like, he's like, "Well, is this Wakanda?" She's like, "No, this is Kansas." I love Shuri's her sarcasm. I love her sarcasm. It's just awesome. So okay, so here comes. Let's back up a minute. Killmonger, when they introduced him into the museum scene, I really loved that scene. It was funny. It was well thought out. But my whole thing is, where and how long did they plan this heist? Because obviously the girl had to get a job at the. Hello, ma'am. I'm trying to record here. It's my dog. Stop it. Where did they find? Hey, baby. Where did they find this? Okay, go away. Where did they find this? Oh no, she had to get a job at this coffee stand. So literally, she probably had to apply. You know, wait around, get the call, go to an interview. Like that was a whole thing. And then they had to find the hospital van. They had to get the outfits, the whole nine. And then, you know, of course, he just showed up. But that was like an intricate little plan, and I kind of enjoyed the scene. You know. And he takes that little Killmonger helmet thing that he only wears once in the movie, which is kind of odd. Because I don't think he wears it in the second Chandler scene, but I could be wrong. Comment if you know or not. I don't know. Either way, so that was pretty cool. MBJ did a really good job playing that character, like I said in my first video. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed him. His whole, you know, underlying racial tension / radicalism was a good play into the movie. He also had a lot of, ma'am. He also had a lot of well written scenes based on that. So like or not scenes but lines. The last scene where he says, "Bury me in the ocean." That's probably gonna be one of the most iconic lines from a superhero movie because everybody's gonna remember it. Like that was just a hard hitting, it hit home type line that you just probably will never forget from a Marvel movie. Um, but my whole thing with his character though, his development was, why didn't you just go to Wakanda earlier? Like, why go through all the trouble of training and going, to the army, to these black ops, through all this killing all these people? Why not just show up and say, look, let me tell you something. Let me explain to you what's going on. I'm sure they would have had the same outcome because he showed up the second time and they were just like, oh, cool, let me bring you up. I got you in handcuffs, but let me bring you up to the most important room to see all the important people because you say you are who you are. So that would have saved him a lot of trouble. But I don't know. Maybe we wouldn't have a villain if that was the case. So either way, it's pretty cool. And then I guess at the end, my other thing is technically he should have whooped T'Challa's ass in that last fight. You're Black Ops. You've been training your whole life. You've been killing all these people. You kill people in governments. You kill people all over the place. But you couldn't beat T'Challa in this last fight. And then even before that, before they get to the last fight, when they do the challenge day, or the second challenge day, I guess. My whole thing is, how are you gonna have a second challenge day? How did T'Challa let that happen? I'd be like, is there a limit on challenge day? Like, isn't that why it's called challenge day? Not challenge week, not challenge month, but challenge day. Otherwise, you have people challenging you literally throughout your whole reign. I just didn't get that. And then when T'Challa shows back up after being, after drinking the heart-shaped herb and being with the Jabari, and he pulls the plane down out the sky, he's like, Storm! Stop! Lay down. He's like, no, all that challenge shit over, bruh. All that challenge shit over. Oh, now it's over, huh? It wasn't over when you showed up and talking about, I want the throne. You wanted the throne then, and it was challenge day for sure. But anyway, I just didn't get that. I feel like if it's challenge day, it's challenge day, and challenge day is over. After it's over, it's over. So, I mean, and I guess they technically won't have any more challenge days because he burned all the heart-shaped herb, but whatever. I don't know. Maybe they will. Maybe it'll grow back even stronger. So, and then I guess Nakia and T'Challa. I wish I would have seen more of their, or had more background. Of course, they did it just enough. They showed just enough of their love. They didn't tell us too much. They didn't tell us too little. But I would have liked to see, a little side note of what happened or when she left or whatever. My favorite scene of the whole movie, I would probably say, is the scene where the last big battle, Okoye stops in front of the rhino, and it licks her, and it's like, oh, hi Okoye, I love you. And then Wakabi's like, really, bruh? So then he gets off, and he's like, would you really kill me, my love? And she's like, for Wakanda, I wouldn't even question it. And he's like, wow, we're really fucking this up. We really got to this point where it's life or death, and I have all my men fighting my people. This is really messed up. So he kneels and surrenders to Okoye, and I love it. I love that whole little scene. It's just, that is my entire favorite scene of the whole movie. And then my favorite character, I'm gonna have to say it's gonna have to be M'Baku. Just because he's funny. He's Thick Daddy. You can't get mad at that. Thick Daddy. Thick Daddy M'Baku was just funny. He came through in the end. You can't, M'Baku came through for the culture. He came through for the culture and saved everybody. So you can't be mad at him. So I would say M'Baku's probably number one, and then Shuri. Or it's a tie. Because Shuri's just funny, and she's smart, and she's beautiful and brilliant, and I just love that. So, yeah. Let's see. Best hair. I'm giving all kind of accolades right now. Best hair would probably be Queen Ramonda. I don't know if that's how you say it. But Angela Bassett. The gray locks, man, them gray locks was off the chain. When they showed that, I was like, "Ooh, girl, I want to be like you when I get older." Ooh, wait a minute. But yeah, I really liked her hair. Um, and then probably let's see what else. I probably say that's about it. I mean, you get you get a full package with this movie. Like literally, you get action, you get love, you get pain, you get fear, you get conquest, you get all that. You get everything that you came to see this movie for. So I really enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed it as well. If you didn't, let me know. Give me some reasons why. I just want to know. Um, if you like this video, please comment. Let me know. If you didn't like this video, don't comment. Don't let me know because I don't care. And if you want me to keep creating content, maybe some gaming videos, maybe I'll do something else. Just comment below and let me know. And if you don't, I'll probably still do it anyway. So have a good one. So, peace out, peace, love, and happiness. I'll talk to you guys later. All right, bye. Testing. One, two, three. I'm testing, 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 testing. Make sure I get it right. Cause if I don't get it right, I might have to leave tonight. Ain't no YouTube, but I got some YouTube and night. I don't even know what I just said. I just wanna make sure my mic working like it said.